On my podcast this week, I talked about the #1 sex club in the world. It's in Germany, in Berlin, Berghain, and it's like, you can't get in. You apparently can line up and you can be there for days. But if you get in, you can be there for days. Apparently people bang all day and all night and then go have naps in corners and then wake up and do it again. And apparently this secret is you pack food in your backpack and you barter food for services, right, from other people. They apparently sell ice cream there, and there's like food trucks outside that people like go back in and out, but they don't have a secret way of whether or not you get in or not. I was talking to Gage and Olivia from Vista Wife, I don't know if you know them, on here, and they were talking about their trip to the Dominican Republic. I'm going in a couple weeks to check out Temptations, then their new resort, and find out just, ordinary girl, cool job. I get to travel the world and review sex clubs like it's a gig, right? You spend enough on student loans, eventually that's what happens. But it's really interesting to me when I get to go, because I get to talk to people, right? Morning, noon, and night. I get to say, hey, why are you here? What's your story? And everybody falls into thirds. I don't know if you've been to one, but I've been to, like, you name it, I've been there. But I'm convinced it falls into three categories. Third of the people there are just dipping a toe. They're really nervous. They're just kind of want a sexy vacation, and then they go back to their rooms, make out like rabbits. They're just want fun and adventure. A third of the people are there going, okay, everybody, we've been talking for 15 minutes. Let's get to bed. Like, they are what we call it, bed notchers. You, me, bed right now. There's a whole group of them. And then there's the third in the middle that are hoping something's going to happen. They don't exactly know what that something is, but they hope it. That's, I call it sexy but safe. That is certainly the group that I run, the Ducklings, where it's, you got to be friends, or there's a certain level of integrity, or you meet, you go for dinner. And if you go and hang out and somebody's on the rag, or there's something not working, that it isn't a bad night, versus the hardcore indiscriminate swingers. And not that there's a judgment about that want to, it's Pound Town, right? That's what they want. And cool, right? And I'm thinking it's great if you're upfront about it. If you're saying, no, I want to be friends, but that's really what you want, that's, that's sleazy. It's about communicating and be able to say, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is what I'm interested in. And there are places, I was at Temptations in Cancun, which doesn't sell itself as a lifestyle event and place, but absolutely it is. The only difference is you can only be topless, and they do not have dedicated spaces for it. But let me tell you, there's a lot of stuff that goes on, and it's a lovely space, and it's cool, and it's beautiful, and beautiful people, and it's one of the top ones in the world. And if you wanted to really have space, you go down the road and spend twice as much money and go to Desire, but they're great locations. One of my favorite resorts in the world. If I could spend every vacation at Desire Pearl, sign me up, because I don't have to wear bathing suits. The food's outstanding. So, but if you're interested in, going to one of these places, as I said, the one in Germany, they have mats lying on the floor with holes in them. Think of Glory, HOLES, only instead of it being vertical, it's horizontal, and you can kind of whack-a-mole and everything. There's lots of things that can happen. Check out turnedonpodcast.com, or check out my Turned On Spotify or Apple or whatever, and you can hear all the gruesome details all about it, because everybody's curious, right? We all want to know that we're having better, more interesting sex than our neighbors. I'm Sue. I got more.